How the hell are you? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the case of the Golden Idol. Don't know if this is going to be like a series on the channel because I don't think this is a particularly long game, so it might be one or two streams. We'll see. Just thought this looked interesting. It's like a sort of point and clicky detective-y sort of thing as I understand it. I also gather these are like, I think they're included in this, but they were like expansion things, like they're sort of almost like standalone separate games, but sort of part of the series, I guess. But today we're just going to start with the main game, the case of the Golden Idol, and see how we go. So I think I looked it up, and I think I saw somewhere that you're talking like 6 to 8 hours for this, so it could be a couple of streams. We'll see. And then if I really enjoy it, I could do, what is it, the Spider of Lanka and the Lemurian Vampire, which also sound interesting. So yeah, let's just jump into this. So we've got chapters. Chapter 1, Complications in the Family. Chapter... oh, that doesn't bring them up until you're actually on... okay, well, makes sense to start at the beginning. So let us begin with complications in the family. An abrupt termination of contract. Prologue. Alright, how to play. Study the environment to infer what has happened. Important information can be gathered from documents. Gather phrases from evidence in documents. Okay. Assign gathered phrases to the correct slots in the thinking panels. Thinking panels. Phrases. Okay. Complete the scroll to finish the scenario. So, Albert, something pushed, something something from a cliff in the Bay of Ruins on Monkey Paw Island. Filling additional panels is optional, but will help you solve the main scroll. Tips. Take your time to study the environment carefully. Focus on the evidence before you. Even when facing great challenges, there is no need for guesswork. You can access hints if you get stuck. Okay. And yeah, this is sort of what I thought it was you get this sort of scene showing sort of the moment a murder has been committed. So as I see there, yep, we have a little pointer. So if I just click on, presumably that with the exclamation / question mark, it's got to be a thing. There we go. So I'm assuming this is sort of tutorial town, so we're sort of getting stuff pointed out to us. So let's start with the little bag. 2 bags filled with coins and gems. Oh, that is part of that. Yeah, that makes sense because it said 2 bags. A tobacco pouch and a pipe cleaner. A bag of medical instruments and some medicine. A golden statue with a red stone and a bag filled with coins and gems. So that is now complete. So we then go to this gentleman doing the pushing. What we assume is the pushing. This could very well be this man has slipped and fallen and this man has arrived just too late to save him. But we'll have to see. So, this clue has been added to the thinking panel. So, I knew what you were plotting, you snake. Sounds more like it might have been murder. So we've got the pipe, a pipe. So, January 5th, 1742. Both parties agree to these terms for the expedition to Monkey Paw Island. Albert Cloudsley has rights to 2/3 of all valuables for funding the expedition. Oberon Geller has rights to 1/3 of all valuables and any golden statues found for providing the map to the expedition site. Dr. Oberon Gellin, Esquire Albert Cloudsley. So, if I click on the name, yes, so that now gets added to our list of phrases. Oberon Geller. I'm assuming I don't need to... no. Just for my own sake. Let's just do that. Hooray! And then we have a knife. Or a dagger. Neat. Which then brings us to this man, who we have to assume is Oberon Geller. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. So, we've got a scalpel. Makes sense, he's a doctor. Ah! We then have... so that's the same... yep. Oh, but just to make it actually be ticked, we'll just score off the words we've already seen. This will be the map. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. So we have the horn of finger, the horn of thumb, the ruins, of Xenopolis, and the Bay of Shadows. So that is all of our words. And this is a medicine bottle. So we have this. Okay, so you are Albert Cloudsley. You are Oberon Geller. Nice. So So that's the required. They are camping in... Interesting. Where would they be camping? Oh, well, see, it's going to be the Bay of Shadows, I assume, because that'll be that island. Bay of Shadows? Nope. 2 of your slots are incorrect. Okay, so it's not Bay of Shadows. Can I take those out? Oh, I can just change it. Okay, so... Horn of Thumb? Maybe they're on this island looking at the main island? Let's try that. Horn of Thumb. There we go. Which then brings us to the main mystery. So, Albert Cloudsley pushed Oberon Geller from a cliff in the Horn of Thumb on Monkey Paw Island. Beautiful. The scroll has been fulfilled. No hints accessed. While Dr. Oberon Geller was surveying the poor weather with his looking glass, his expedition partner, Albert Cloudsley Esquire, suddenly pushed him off the cliff. Let's return to the scenario selections. I feel like we got everything there. What happens if I press Y? What does that mean? Oh, it's just that. Okay. Which then brings us to Chapter 2, which we'll see the title of once the achievement disappears. Oh, it's still Chapter 1. Oh, it's all Chapter 1, Complications in the Family. Gotcha. The untimely passing of a rural gentleman. Okay. So let's just... Assuming that is the golden... Can't do anything with that. Okay, just needed to do that. Beautiful. Picture. The clue has been added to the thinking panel. Oh, it's not like a red dot, that's not something to play on, that's just part of the painting. Also in map, we have Woodshire, Crotor probably, and Blackfield. Neat. In ladder, a tall rickety ladder. And Henry Clover, lead, poisoning. We then have this, is August 23rd. Spontaneous combustion. I, Sebastian Cloudsley, will share my humble contribution to the science of anatomy and chemistry. We then have this book, August 22nd, 1786. 12. Woke up. A beautiful day. 12:30. Washed and dressed in my dining attire. 2 o'clock. Had a beautiful roast duck for lunch. 4 o'clock. Changed to my hunting attire. 5 o'clock. Rode to hunt badgers. Had no luck today and returned home. 6 o'clock. Changed to my researching attire. 7 o'clock. Changed to my dining attire. 8 o'clock. Had a tasty beef loin for supper. And 10:30. Filled in my diary and went to bed to continue reading for research. Neat. And we then have this. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. Assuming that's his research attire. Which then brings us to the man himself. This man is not breathing. His head is badly wounded. And a ring with a ruby. Okay, but we're sure... Oh, I didn't click on the boat or the window. A yacht is slowly floating in the river. And a horse is running in the yard. Okay, so he can see the river from his house. So he must be in Blackfield. Yes? Right, so that'll be dining. That'll be researching. No, that's going to be... That'll be hunting, because he said he switched back to his... Yeah, he switched back to his research. Nope. I'm mistaken. That is researching. That is hunting? Interesting, so he died in his hunting attire. We have Sebastian Cloudsley. And finally, Sebastian Cloudsley, Lord of Blackfield, passed away in his head, or to bed. The cause of death was a head wound even, which occurred when he fell from a rickety ladder while he was researching. Ooh, something's wrong. Alright, hold on, let's see the map again. Blackfield, so that's definitely right. I assume. Let's see. Check the diary again. So yeah, So he was in his research, so he was researching. So, Sebastian Cloudsley, Lord of Blackfield, passed away in his bed. The cause of death was a... Has to be... What's wrong here? Researching's definitely right, and he is definitely Sebastian Cloudsley. There's no other options for that. Died of a... His death was a... He's researching spontaneous combustion, but we have no reason to believe he was poisoned. And he was reading a book on lead poisoning, but he wasn't poisoned. What have I got wrong? Alright. Getting stuck and working through to find a solution is the heart of the game. Before you resort to hints, we suggest you bear in mind the following advice. Well, I can't make a typo because I'm not typing. Alright. Double check all documents and items in locations. Sometimes detectives overlook or forget very important pieces of evidence while focusing on the less important. Sure. And double check all phrases you have entered. Is enough everything exactly as you wanted it? Sometimes detectives leave the wrong phrase and make a mistake. And have you re-examined your assumptions? Sometimes detectives make certain assumptions without considering their potential flaws. Try clearing the scrolls and starting from scratch. Sometimes taking a break can be helpful. Okay. Let's not access the hints just yet. Right, so it is August the 23rd. He is Sebastian Cloudsley. Yep. Because yeah, if he was Crow Tower or Woodshire, he wouldn't have that view of the river. He is Sebastian Cloudsley. He is in his hunting attire. So unless... No, that's... No, because he is researching. He's just wearing his... Why is he wearing his hunting attire, though? Hold on. He shouldn't be wearing his hunting attire. Because he changed to his dining... Why is he wearing his hunting attire? Changed to researching attire. Changed to dining attire. And then went to bed. So why is he wearing... And that's just the idol. Ah. Also, this never came up. I'm not even sure where that is in the space. Fascinating. Right. So, cause of death was a... It's not a spontaneous combustion. Alright, I'm going to hint. You currently have no unlocked hints. We strongly advise you to play without hints, but if you insist for each hint, you'll have to collect some phrases. Earn a hint. On the cause of death. Consider this, dear friend. The poor soul appears to have suffered severe trauma and blood loss. Retracing a trail of blood may reveal the path he took before reaching his final resting place. Does this match your expectations, or did something else conspire? Oh, because, yeah. Because... Oh, I can do it with the fucking D-pad. Fascinating. So can I can't, like, leave this area, can I? But he came in. Okay. So... Maybe he was dining? But that's still, someone's still not right. What am I missing? What's not right? feel like that's all correct. Because he can't have fallen. There's nothing here he could. Unless he fell from a horse while hunting. Huh. Interesting. So while the Lord of Blackfield was hunting, his horse threw him off and he suffered a deadly wound to the head. You would have thought he would have mentioned that in the book. Hold on. Like in the diary. Did he mention it in the diary? No. Yeah. Strangely he didn't mention that. Maybe we were to take it that because the horse is just running freely. Fascinating. Alright. Scenario selection. So, that brings us to part 3. Oh, no, there's a... What's this? Okay. Sebastian Cloudesley. So that was his funeral, I assume. The dramatic departure of an outsider. Oh, shit, that's very dramatic. Christ. So we've got this man over here. See it, spare me, devil. I was simply following orders. So we've got the astonishing Monkey Man, property of Pear Brothers. And a little knife. Oh, hold on. A knife. Yeah, this guy's probably worth checking out. A scorched torch brush and a scorched knife. What the blazes? And we've got August Jockey Club Derby, or Derby, depending where you're from. Race 3, win, Raging Sultan, place, nope, show, nope, £35 wager. Okay. Nice again from that, like words. Now, if it's all the same to you, I will take my leave. £1, 2 shillings and 2 pence. A ring with a ruby. Spontaneous combustion. To perform the combustion trick, you must first cast a freezing spell. The secret glyphs for combustion on the idol are those. Okay. Does that line up with that? That does line up with that. That makes sense, I suppose. Interesting. A tobacco pouch labelled Ash Blair Finest Tobacco. Prepare the carriage for tomorrow. We are to visit my nephew, EC. 2 shillings and a penny. A dagger. A saddlebag. And then stable rota for Adam and James. So horse grooming Monday is James, Adam. On Monday it's James cleans or grooms, Adam cleans the stables. Tuesday same, Wednesday same, and then they swap Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And do it properly, you lazy oafs. Okay. Which then brings us to this gentleman. What an unexpected turn of events. An embroidered handkerchief. £3 and 3 shillings. Dear Edmund, it has reached my attention that you are seeking a capable new servant. I have just the man for you. David Gorin is an experienced coachman with a diverse set of talents that I'm sure you will find very useful. If you are displeased with his services, do not hesitate to let me know. Yours, Theo. A stiletto blade. And the London Gazetteer, Monday, September 7th, 1786. Lord Edmund Cloudesley's speech stirs Parliament. We can't see anything more about that. We then have... Well, that's adorable. So that's everything out here. We can move to another location this time, though. So we've got Fat Lord Pear Twins. Graffiti with the words Fat Lord and Pear Twins. Batley, Cloudesley, Hubert. My apologies. You can be so bad here. Sometimes. Not familiar with that word. 6 rings with various stones. £4. An ornamented Qatar blade. A fan. Shamalbat Shimhasana Batisi. I probably butchered something there, but that's Nicholas Maker, attorney. Would that be you, sir? I would not have expected one of your family to treat a legal document in such a way. I am appalled. Ring for ruby. 2 shillings, 3 pence. And reading of the last will and testament of Sebastian Cloudesley, September 7th, 1786. So we have Albert Cloudesley, Mary Cloudesley, Edmund Cloudesley, who is the eldest. Rose Cubert is who he married. Willard Wright is an associate, possibly. We have Peter Batley. Sebastian Cloudsley, who married Beatrix Batley, but seems to have been cut from the will. Fascinating. We have a book over here. So, Aphorisms. Nope. Aphorisms by Sebastian Cloudsley. How to be happy. Eat a hearty meal every day and do not waste your time on trivialities. How to avoid being upset. Strive for that which holds meaning and do not shrink from responsibility. How to be inspired. Take a walk in your forest and breathe the fresh air. How to avoid being scared. Feeling scared is a weakness. Be strong instead. Which brings us to here. So, dear Willard Wright, dear Rose Kubert. Oh. We met so rarely after you left for, therefore I bequeath to you land and the Blackfield home and accomplish colonies, savings, house, museum of my life and. Sure. Oh. I want you to put your sharp mind to better use than mere politics. Therefore, I bequeath to you the notes from the research I have undertaken on astronomy. I grant you leave to finish and publish it under both our names. Fascinating. My late sister, your mother, financial troubles to me long ago. Help you. I bequeath to you a provide the clearly lack. Your and I resolve to implementation of my aphorisms to action in your life, which you so. I bequeath to you the golden Xenopolis. You will know. Dull of what to do with it. August Jockey Club Derby, race 6, spinning Jenny, £50. I, Sebastian Cloudsley of Blackfield County, being in bodily health and of sound and disposing mind and memory, nominate and appoint Nicholas Maker as executor of my last will and testament. Dear Brother Edmund, dear Peter Batley, he have sent you frequent reminders concerning the settlement of your debt, and yet to date the debt remains unpaid. Excuse me. We humbly request that you make your payments as soon as possible, or we will be forced to take the matter into our own hands. The debt currently stands at £255, Blackguard and Buck loans. Right, so I think that's all of that. So let's now try and put this shit together. So, we met so rarely after you left for colonies, therefore I bequeath to you my savings, lands, and the Blackfield Manor House. Come home and establish a museum of my life and accomplishments. I want you to put your sharp mind to better use than mere politics, therefore I bequeath to you the notes from the research I have undertaken on astronomy. I grant you leave to finish and publish it under both our names. My late sister, your mother disclosed your financial troubles to me long ago, and I resolved to help you. I bequeath to you a compilation of my aphorisms to provide the direction in your life which you so clearly lack. And I bequeath to you the golden idol of Xenopolis. You will know what to do with it. Right, so I need to look at... Excuse me. What was I need to look at? The family tree. Where was the family tree? Did he have it? Yeah. So we're looking for... So it's Sebastian. So his... Hold on. Okay, so we can't just do that. Right, so... Oh, my late sister, your mother. Okay. So... Who's his sister? Beatrix Batley? I assume? Yes! Okay, yep. No, I misinterpreted this. These are all the children of the Cloudsleys. They're not the couples. Gotcha. So that one is to Peter Batley. Okay. So Edmund we saw in the first thing, so he's the one that went to the colonies, I believe. Does that sound right? Edmund Cloudsley. Hold on a second. No bots. Anyway, so. Right, that's two of them. Who went to politics? Hold on. Because there was the newspaper. Who had the newspaper? Oh, no, because Edmund went. Interesting. Alright. Well, okay, so this guy has the Golden Idol. But we don't know who that is. It's hard to tell. Well, you've got EC, so maybe I've got that wrong. Alright, let's do this bit first. Let's figure out who everyone is. So you're the only woman, so you are... Hold on, let me get back here so I can have the old family tree handy. You must be Rose Cubert. Rose Cubert. You are... What was your name again? The Nicholas Maker. Nicholas... Where'd it go? Maker. You have the embroidered thing with the EC, so you must be Edmund Cloudsley. As for everyone else, how would I know? So spare me, devil. Just only following orders. Now you've got a knife with a letter A on it. So you are maybe Adam Hare? Hold on. This is Adam James. You have nothing to give you away. You have a bank slip for... we don't have a name. You've also got an EC embroidered. Interesting. And then we have Burning Man. Now you're... Okay, so you have a horse brush. And it's Monday. Isn't it? Yes. So horse brush, Monday, horse grooming is James, so you must be James Pear. James Pear. Alright. Now how do we figure out who everyone else is? Because once we figure out who this is, presumably that's who got left the Golden Idol in the will. One would assume. Right. Yeah, so he probably hasn't left anything to the Pears. You wouldn't think. You wouldn't think. Just reread any possibly relevant documents. That's just how to do the combustion. What were you again? That's just your aphorisms by Sebastian Cloudsley. It's not one of our names, is it? Yes, it is. But it's his will. So he wouldn't be one of the people getting left stuff. That's just all. So Peter Batley has loans. I think you might be Peter Batley. Let's see. Hater. Batley. You might be whoever owns the stables. So we've got two people left to figure out. can't remember who they are. Well, so we've done Adam Pear, James Pear, Edmund Cloudsley, Nicholas Maker, Rose Kubert, and Peter Batley. So we have Willard Wright and is it Sebastian Cloudsley? No, I know they're not. Are you? Where is it? Where's Sebastian? Sebastian Cloudsley, you are Peter Batley. And are you Willard Wright? No. Alright, I'm still missing stuff. To be expected. So. Willard Edmund. So who am I certain about? You must be Rose Kubert. You're definitely Edmund Cloudsley. You're Nicholas Maker for definite. I'm pretty sure these two are the Pear brothers. Unless you are the other pair. Can't really tell based off of a familiar thing, but you also have the other, you're like a matching knife. And there is a J there, so yeah, you're right for definite. Alright, let's see. What am I missing? So, which house was that? Batley. Don't know how that helps us, but good to know. That's just him. What did you have on you? Just that, nothing that immediately helps me there. That's just his aphorisms. There was a note about like recommending a guy. Who had that? Not you. Ah, it was this. Right, so Dear Edmund. David Goran is an experienced coachman. Okay, so do we have David Goran as one of our... We must do. Yeah. So you look like you could be a coachman. David Goran. Which makes me think you might be Willard Wright, but that's still not correct. Unless you are David Goran. And you are Willard Wright, but that's still not correct. Let's see. Because there's no point trying to solve the main thing until I have everything else correct. Which we also haven't done this yet. None of them have notes on... See, what makes me think... Because that would make sense then. If he's the coachman, that would be why he's carrying his... Was that a saddlebag? Saddlebag, yeah. Right, so we're assuming this is Peter Batley. So then you must be Rose Kubert. No. Shit, wrong there. Oh wait, if we look at the actual will, we know... Willard Wright, Rose Kubert. Alright, so hold on. How many people we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have the 4 people in the will. Edmund, Peter, Rose, and Willard. We have the Pear brothers. We have the lawyer. And... assuming, yeah, David Goran, the coachman, or whatever he's called. These are in some capacity wrong. Oh, because I've also said this. was Peter Bartley. Okay, hold on. So Peter Bartley doesn't get the idol. He's got... He is that one. So are you Willard Wright? But then Rose wouldn't be. Hold on, Willard Wright. Peter Bartley. Rose Hubert. No. Hold on. Was I right about this one? Was that who that is? You know, you're Albert. Okay, so this has nothing to do with it. This is like earlier in the family history. Ignore me. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. What am I missing? What have I not gathered? So, Fat Lord, pair twins. No, I guess you would be the Fat Lord? Okay. That doesn't tell me anything. So... What was your thing? What the blazes? Now, if it's still soon to you, I'll take my leave. Interesting. One unexpected turn of events. Nice. You are Edmund Cloudsley. And you are... I definitely think you're Goran. What was the name? Shit. David Goran. David Goran. Which makes me think you must be Willard. Right, so I haven't got everything right here. So, Hubert, Nicholas, Maker. Huh. Aphorisms don't help. So Edmund Cloudsley is the oldest. And we have Sister Rose. And I have to assume it's the one in this room because it's the only woman here. Sebastian Cloudsley is deceased. He's the one who's Wilbur Gay. His deceased sister Beatrix is her son Peter. So what did he specifically get left? My late sister, your mother, So he got the aphorisms. So... Can't get a better look at this, can I? No. Lord Edmund. Yeah. So... But there is no Fat Lord. If I do think you are Edmund. Okay, so hold on. Edmund is politics. So, Edmund Cloudsley. And then Willard perhaps went to the... No, I tell you what, actually... Oh, we know Rose went to the colonies because she has all the fucking cool shit. Come on, Gareth. Yep. And then Willard gets the idol. Boom. So, you are Willard. Because you have the idol. You are Edmund. Which means you are Peter. Badly. Yes. Okay. Now, something was to receive something in something will. Okay, so we can establish this is going to be Sebastian Cloudesley's will. And ordered something something and something something to take the something something. Okay. So that's gonna be James Pair and Adam Pair. Take the right, so hold on. Yeah, Peter Batley. Peter Batley was upset to receive aphorisms in Sebastian Cloudy's will and ordered James Pair and Adam Bear to take the idol from Willard Wright. Suddenly, hold on. James Pair died from. Nope, right down there. Nope, not combustion. Spontaneous combustion. Boom! Scroll's been fulfilled. No hints accessed. Peter Batley, encumbered by his gambling debts, had placed high hopes in his uncle's testament. Upon discovering he had inherited nothing but a book of aphorisms, he tore up the will and ordered his servants to take the golden statue from the stranger Willard. Suddenly, one of the servants burst into flames. Nice. So slightly, I feel, fudged that one via guesswork, I feel. What did I again? Oh, it's just that, isn't it? Yeah, okay, that's just a recap. Next chapter. The Cursed Inheritance. The Murder at the Little Mermaid. So, we've got window. We've got... Why did that bugger give me a note when he knows damn well I can't read? A rusty old half of shears. You can lie low for a couple of days in the old oarsman's place, down at the docks. And a piece of steel bread. Fascinating. Trapdoor in the ceiling. An empty bed, not warm. Sure. The door that does not open. We'll stay on this floor for now. The door does not open. Trapdoor in the ceiling. White and yellow flowers. Revenge RR. Revenge RR is written in blood on the wall. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. So we've got the man is not breathing. We've got a walking cane. And once again, a ring with a ruby. Fascinating. One second. Thank you. Okay. We then have... The watch is ticking to my dear Maurice. It's our first name, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, we're not that here, because we didn't look at this. A music box. Fascinating. We have a washing bowl filled with slightly bloody water. And dear proud beast master, I have attended our departed brother's send-off and accepted the keepsake that he bestowed upon our brotherhood in his will. I shall send this letter tomorrow, September 10th. I hope it will reach you without delay. Already it is midnight. I will retire to bed, for this has been a long day. May Griffin awaken. Proud beast initiate. Interesting. And then we have shards of glass line the mud. Alarm! Alarm! A break-in! We have Watchman's Lantern. Henry Parker, Watchman number 2. Oh, it's an alarm rowel. Neat. And a Watchman's Spear. Right, which means it's time to go downstairs. Tell me, what does that man have that I lack? Hand of cards, a key, 7 pence, and a small sword. Be calm, John. He was a perfect gentleman. He bought me a drink and then retired upstairs. Hand of cards, 2 shillings and 4 pence. A key, a stiletto blade. To Annie, you are beautiful like a rose, for you I will take any blows. Annie, you are like a glass of wine. Your hair is very fine. I will find a gold in a mine if that makes you forever mine. Your piglet full of love. Sure. We then have... Just deal the next one. It's all luck anyway. Hand of cards. Remember, you as an agent of our trading company have to reflect its values to the fullest. 1. Never be late. The client leaves the port on the 10th. 2. Be persuasive. Do not take no for an answer. We must get the client's product. 3. Be effective. Once you have the product, deliver it to me immediately with the servant boy. Most importantly, no matter what you do, be mindful of our reputation. Our names must remain spotless. A key. A dagger. 3 shillings and 2 pence. So, at the Little Mermaid Inn, Amazing Evans musical performance on September 9th. Event shall commence circa 11 p.m. Wanted, Robert Redroof. Escaped convict, reward £58. Tab, green, 4 glass wine. Brieg, 3 glass of wine. Blair, 1 glass of wine. Even. September 9th, Dandelion Room, Willard Wright, 1 night. Forget Me Not Room, Ash Blair, 1 night. Where did that blasted boy go? I really need a piss. We have Dear Oscar Boyton. It has come to our attention that the good owner of the Little Mermaid offers services to those who want to transfer products that are less agreeable to the authorities. I'll come by in 3 days. If you still have some spare space in your gin barrels and you're willing to earn extra money, reach out to me. Interesting. Ring of various keys. Partially peeled lemon. Peeled lemon? How do you peel a lemon? Strange. Oh mother, forgive me. I will never gamble with something so dear to me again. A Navaja, folding blade. A violin. And a key. And lastly, the door to the street is shut with a latch. But we're still missing... Oh, the table. Okay. So A, G, W, W, M, E, A, G, J, B, O, D, D, O, B, A, G, J, B, A, B. Right. So, you, my friend, are Oscar Boyton. Our dead man, I assume, is Willard Wright. Oh, I did have your name. I'll get back to you. You were the... What was the musician's name again? Amazing Evan. He's amazing, one of our names. Yeah, interesting. So you are Annie. Well, I could have guessed that. Okay. So are we to assume man on this window is Mr. Redroof? Possibly. Robert Redroof. Do we have something that gives away what your names are? Oh, well, we know you must be John something. John. Right, back up, because you did have a thing on your alarm that said what your name was. You are Henry Parker. Henry Parker. And then, do we have anything that gives you away? No. And I don't know enough about whatever card game they're playing to decipher that. Alright, let's take a look at this one. Okay, so AG Annie Green, WW Willard Wright, ME is Maurice Evans. Ah, so this is how we sort of figure out people's last names and shit. AG Annie Green, JB John Blair or Briege. Oh, hold on. Okay. How would we know? How would we know? Well, OB is Oscar Boyton. AG, Annie Green. JB is John Blair or Breege. We'll have to figure that out. And A is Ash something. Okay. So how can we figure out who is who as far as the last name? So, oh, it's Ash Blair. Okay, so Ash Blair, which means you are John Breege, I'm assuming. Nope. I was in the wrong bit. And John Breege. Okay. So, you are John Breege. You are Annie Green. You are Ash Blair. And what was Evans? Maurice. You are Maurice Evans. And while I have no indication that you are Robert Redruth outside, it's the only name we have left. Hooray! So we've got who was playing cards, we've got blah blah blah. So Robert, I'm assuming Robert Redruth, got into Willard Wright's room through the window. Hold on. Because the window is not open. Oh no, it's this one. Yeah, so it's through the window. Never mind, ignore me. Through the window. Willard Wright's room, through the window. While John Breege, Annie Green, and Ash Blair were playing cards with loud music. Fight and shoot upstairs. And Willard Wright got stabbed with a... what? Oh, yeah. Cheers. No. That's not correct. Is there anything bloody in here? Alright. Well, what else are our options? Cause okay, so shears wouldn't make sense because it's spear, knife, small sword, dagger. Well, so he has the large kitchen knife. You have a folding blade. You have a dagger. You have a stiletto. And you have a small sword. While John Breege, Annie Green, and Ash Blair were playing with cards, playing music, fight and shoot upstairs, and Willard Wright got stabbed with a... I feel like at this point I have put all of these in here, so something else must be incorrect. Well, we established that is Willard Wright, isn't it? Yes. So Willard Wright definitely got stabbed. Ooh, unless... oh, I know, it's not... Wait, no, hold on. Dandelion room. Aha! So... No. Hold on. Unless that's... No, wait, what? Which one's Dandelion? That's Dandelion. Dandelion is Willard Wright. Huh? Robert Redruth got into Willard Wright's room through the window, while John Bruges, Annie Green, and Ash Blair. Unless you have to get the names in a specific order for this, but that's like the order they're sitting. I also can't imagine it being that specific. Willard Wright got stabbed. I've literally tried every stabbing implement. But also I don't see anything that immediately points to what he would have got stabbed with. Unless... Alright, hold on. Unless it's through the trap door? No. Alright, what am I missing here? So, I'm Green, Willard Wright, Maurice Evans, I'm Green, John Bruges, Joshua Boyton, I'm Green, John Bruges, Ash Blair. I think that's just to tell us who the three at the table are. I presume. Like that would be the Forget-Me-Not. That would be the Dandelion. Yeah. Trapdoors don't seem to actually be of any significance. Revenge RR. Door does not open. Door does not open. Because that's who got stabbed. So Robert Redruth is who got into the room. It is Willard Wright's room. It is through the window, I have to assume. While Ash Blair, John Bruges, and Annie Green were playing cards with loud music. Fight ensued upstairs, and Willard Wright got stabbed with a... I feel like it's meant to be shears because he's carrying shears. You know. Well, half of. So what's the wrong? But then the shards of glass are outside, and there's none inside. That's something from you, sir. No, you're just Henry Parker. You've got your spear. What's incorrect here? So Willard Wright got stabbed. Alright, let's see. Annie Green. Ash Blair. John Bruges. So I'm pretty sure I have done that in every order. John Bruges, Annie Green, Ash Blair. Again, I feel like it's not going to be like, oh, you know, you have to get those names in a specific order, because that doesn't really matter. Playing cards with loud music. Fight and shoot upstairs and one right will stab with shoot. Unless I have... Hold on. So unless... Because that's the game that's currently happening, I'm assuming. At the time, I'm assuming it's this one. So it's actually Annie Green. Okay, hold on. Well, Annie Green John Breege and Oscar Boyden were playing cards. Monty Green, John Breege, Oscar Boyden were playing cards. You fight and shoot upstairs, and Willard Wright was stabbed with... Okay, no, so something's still not right. Definitely not the door. And also, it's still saying just the scroll's not filled in correctly, not, you know, like we're down to like 2. Robert Redruth got into Willard Wright's room through the window. I'll just make sure that's correct. Willard Wright is in the Dandelion room. Hum diggity dum dum dum. I don't know what's going on. Don't see how that helps us at all. Right. Hold on. No, John Breege. And you're John Breege. Yes. Interesting. Alright. Hint, we'll just go for 1. On card matches, sure. On the card matches, word to the wise, dear friend, 3 rounds of cards have taken place during this evening. During 1, the murder could not have taken place. 1 is happening right now, which may help you identify the participants. Do you remember that the killer could not have been playing cards during the murder? Okay. Yeah, so it can't have happened during the first game because Willard's playing. And it can't happen during the third game because that's happening now. So that hasn't helped me at all. No, not the card matches. I'm going to take another one. Because this one has... on means of access. Direct your attention to the following, dear friend. The murderer was no ghost. They had to gain access to the victim and then leave them. Some paths may not have been possible. Consider which of the suspects would have been able to access the right paths. Right, back up here a second. Door does not open. He doesn't have his key. And you also don't have a key. There's also footprints there. Alright, hold on. Was it the door? Alright. Bloody writing. Contemplate this, dear friend. The murderer left a bloody note and signed it. There's a person whose initials match the signature, but do they possess the necessary because Robert Redruth can't write. Or read anything. Okay. So. I'm not going to go for the last hint. Where's my... There's my... Alright. Which must mean the actual murderer, because he wasn't playing, was Ash Blair. And Ash Blair has on him a dagger. A dagger. Okay. Through the trap door, because yeah, okay. So, a man going by the name of Ash Blair crept into Willard's room through the trap door to steal something important. But when he opened the music box, it woke Willard up and a fight ensued. In the fracas, Ash stabbed Willard and attempted to frame an escaped convict. Gotcha. He didn't have the idol on, because that would have been very stupid of me. Alright. On to the... Oh, first of all. Little Mermaid. Good morning, innkeeper. I heard a man was murdered here a week ago. Aye, a deranged convict did him in. Now bugger off. Tell me more about the evening when Willard Wright died. I will make it worth your while. Ooh, So we are also piecing together bits of story. So, next part of the Cursed Inheritance. The intoxicating dinner party. So, we've got... These sure are fine coats. Inexpensive cigar. Little Pip. Run to the city and grab me some Ashblair tobacco and a bottle of gin. I will pay you when I am back. David. So I'm fairly certain you're Little Pip. Let's just fill that in. Next coat. Oh, an overcoat and hat. An overcoat and hat. A box of cigars. And dear Miss Richards, this is March 1st, 1788. I enjoyed your company tremendously when I visited your father last month. I am certain that you would wish to hear the rest of my thoughts on the shortcomings of our society. I invite you and your father to dinner on April 8th at my manor. Sincerely, Edmund Cloudsley. So this is probably April 8th actually, because this is the dinner. Oh no, we weren't done there. Dear Mary, here is something for your diary from me. For I would fight a tiger and win. Peter Batley. On March 5th, 1788. We then have a syringe with some liquid left in it. Interesting. Let's go up. Oh, there's quite a lot happening in this room. What's that? I don't know. So we've got partially smoked cigar, partially eaten salad, partially empty glass of red liquid. We have partially eaten salad, partially eaten piece of roast, partially empty glass of cloudy liquid, and a partially empty glass of red liquid. We have a partially empty glass of clear liquid, a salad untouched, and a full glass of cloudy liquid untouched. We have a partially empty glass of yellow liquid, a partially eaten salad, we have a partially empty glass of red liquid, a partially empty glass of amber liquid, and a partially eaten piece of roast. We have... This is horrible! An embroidered handkerchief. Okay. Oh, actually, was there an embroidery on that? I can't see the embroidery. Well, you're Edmund, because we've met you before. It's poison! Nobody touch a thing and nobody move. I'll send for a doctor right away. Embroidered handkerchief. I don't know. And, some keys of some sort. Okay, so back to our peoples. You will be Edmund. She does seem rather unwell. It's extremely upsetting. £4 and a shilling. And then, lady is not breathing and her face is blotched. A fan. Rings with various gemstones. With £4. So you are Cubert. Though I don't think we have access to that name. No. You killed my aunt, you devil! I should execute you on the spot. £2. Fork. Oh, we weren't done there. And a pack of cards. We did meet you at the stables, but or at the well, but I've already forgotten which person you were. So we've got an opaque bottle labelled water, a roast, a salad bowl, a half-full carafe of amber liquid labelled brandy, a half-full bottle of red liquid labelled wine, an almost full carafe of yellow liquid containing lemons, a half-empty bottle of cloudy liquid labelled peptic tonic. And then, oh my lord, this has nothing to do with me. Note to self, if you get frustrated when working, remember the tale about the rich lord who married his donkey and you will feel better. I don't know that one. 1 shilling. You have the same keys as Edmund, but also a small simple key. Ensure that the beautiful lady sits next to me during dinner and I will slip you a shilling. Peter. Okay. So we have 2 more people to meet. And what we're trying to figure out here. Just where everyone is, or where they were. So we've got a safe with the old golden idol. We have... Oh. Due to the sensitivity of your stomach, I advise abstaining from alcohol for the next month. Also consider a glass of peptic tonic before eating to avoid upsetting your digestive system. The aforementioned peptic tonic. And opium. And that's blue key, so only 2 people have access to that we know of. Dear Edmund, this cannot continue. Since your return and move to Sebastian's manor, he has asked for financial support 7 times. He clearly is unable to take any monetary responsibility. Please, I need your help, my dear brother. Sincerely, Rose Hubert. So that'll be... where is she? Oh, that's the one that's dead. Rose Hubert. Dear Miss Baker, starting date 1787, August 1st, position housemaid, yearly wage £9. And dear Edmund, I like your idea. Let's send him to the colonies where his violent nature will make him feel at home. I hear you are having dinner with Lady Mary and her well-to-do father Lothar. If Peter and I were to join you, we could beguile him with tales of adventures in the colonies so we can ship him away. Sincerely, Rose Hubert. Right, so I don't have their names, but you are Mary and you're Lothar. Come back to that. And then have a bin. More notes. Well, well, Edmund. You seemed pretty pleased after the old boy passed away and a spot freed up for you in the House of Lords. Take care of those with whom you ally. I have many friends and will deal with you swiftly if you dare cross me. Lord George Bridges. The revolution will come for the likes of you, you crooked bastard. Soon you will pay for your sins against honest common folk. With your blood. Final Vanguard. Edmund Cloudsley. Once more you have failed to answer our requisition. This is the last warning you will receive. Your transgressions against us demand amends. The only course of action you have is to surrender yourself to our justice. Last chance for repentance, serpent. We will unleash one of our stewards upon you. Brotherhood of Masks. Dear uncle, I hear you are interested in Lady Richards. I think you are too old for her. I shall court her instead. Secondly, please lend me £300. It is small change to you, and I am desperately in need of it at present. Truly yours, Peter Batley. Okay, so they are the Richardses. Mary, where is the Richards? So apparently we did already have that. And Lothar Richards. Then we have doors locked. Doors locked. A pair of twig dolls and a bottle of pink liquid, partially empty. Once your target has ingested the love potion, establish eye contact and hold it for as long as possible. In most cases, the effects will be felt within 2 days, depending on your own appearances. Interesting. We have 40 shillings and a penny. I will not change the rule that the staff member who has worked here the longest gets the bottom room. Do not bother me with such nonsense again. EC. Oh, that'll be Edmund Cloudsley. M. Mademoiselle, the laceless count, the besmirched lover of Lusitania. A knife. We have, remember to take the fourth one from every row. Raulu Cthulhu, Star Child. Stack of candles. An ink pot. And 3 shillings and 2 pence. Or tuppence. Downstairs. We have Monkey Man 1 versus Striped Dark Hand. Monkey Man 2, Tooth for Tooth. A small bottle filled with amber liquid. Another key. A couple of pennies, a fancy handkerchief, and a shiny pocket watch. And another key. We then have a set of lockpicks, the Ashblair tobacco, a pistol, a dagger, and David, clean up the barn until Wednesday. I plan to continue experimenting with the artifact. EC. And that'll be a locked door. Another cupboard, candles. Diary, April 7th. Dear Diary, this has been an ordinary day, mostly spent in preparation for tomorrow's dinner event. I do believe the time has come for me to ask for a raise in salary after all these years I have loyally worked here. It is a difficult conversation to be had, but I will strengthen my will and talk to Master about it tomorrow. Hortius, the wise slave. Fables about rulers that make you think. £1, 2 shillings, an ink pot. And down with parasites. Too long they have feasted on our blood and sweat. And paint. Print paint, to be precise. So then the door to the outside, not locked. Of course I can give you some candles for your room, Lucia. I assume you are itching to continue reading that scandalous novel. A small simple key. To dear Ida, I have to use this letter to share good news. There is no substance to the claims that your late husband used his position to squander church money. The judge has decided to remove all accusations and you will be no longer a target of baseless gossip. I truly and sincerely hope this will provide some comfort in these dark times when ignorance and impudence go hand in hand. May our Lord steward over our poor souls. So you are Ada. Where's Ada? Get your name at some point, I'm sure. Your surname. 3 loaves of bread, some lemons, a basket of potatoes, a sack of flour, a pair of opaque bottles labelled water, big piece of meat, and cut vegetables. The wine and the brandy. We have Mrs. Smith. 2 eggs and a pot of tea each breakfast. No heavy food for dinner. You're responsible for little Pip doing all his errands. Mr. Walker. I am to be woken up and dressed at 7 a.m. I expect to receive my daily newspaper by noon. Mrs. Baker even. I expect all my rooms to be cleaned every day, twice on the days I have visitors. N.B. David Goran's job requires that he may arrive or leave during night. No complaining about this. E.C. Right. To Mrs. Smith for 3 years of service. An ornament engraved with the words to Mrs. Smith for 3 years of service. Thank you, dear. No, I threw it out. I do not read such dirty literature anymore. I do hope our master's guests are satisfied and that Brian served everything as instructed. Simple key. Fancier key. The dinner party will take place on April 8th. Everything should be ready before noon. Prepare roasted boar. Young Miss Richards appears to not enjoy meat. Therefore, prepare some alternative side dish. Okay, and 3. Although that's us. That we're missing a. Oh. Door's locked. So you are Lucia, I believe. Lucia. Who did you mention there? Brian. So you are Brian. Brian. No, or are you? No, wait, no. Hold on, back up to the dinner party. Oh, I missed this. Secret codes. Such trivial ciphers as reading only the first word of every line are easy to produce on short notice, but extremely unsafe and easy to decode. Consider this example. Money as denominator of value has evolved and changed a lot. Still in Savvy, it is a powerful tool. So money has changed hands, but that doesn't give us a new word. Platinello, Ideal Republic, Visions of a Utopia with Order and Structure. What was this one called again? Secret Codes by Dr. Abram Anderton. We still are missing a... Yes, I'm assuming you are Brian. Because he's the servant. So then you are Mr. Batley. Right. Back down the stairs. Not sure where I'm missing one. Oh, outside. More keys. So, let's see. So, Brian will be Brian Walker. Let's see. Mrs. Smith is you, I believe. Lucia Smith. And Ada must be Parker. Swear to God, if I got this right on first attempt. Where's that name? Was it Parker? Baker, even. So I didn't see that either. Little Pip, David Richards, Edmund Clousley, Mary Peter, Batley, Rose, Hubert Baker. No, not you. You are Little Pip. Ada, where'd it go? Hooray! We actually figured out who everyone is. Good stuff. So that's a good start. Then that's the main thing. Right. Let's see. Kitchen. Alright, so we need to figure out who is where. So we've got 4 rooms, or 3 rooms down here. Monkey Man. Don't see anything that immediately gives us away there. Let's see, hold on. Because Because one of these had the thing about, yes, so that's going to be, what's her face? To Lucia Smith. Oh, yes, I didn't take that off. Tobacco pouch labelled Ash Blair finds tobacco. Ah, Ash Blair was of course a fake name. So lockpicks. David. Okay. Do we have a David? Don't have a David. Do we have a David here? We do. Who's David? Father Richards, Mary Richard, Peter Batley, Evan Clousley, Rose Kubert, Brian Walker, Alicia Smith. Oh, that Coran, was it? David Coran. Or, yeah, so. Next room is Mr. Coran. Do we have that as a. Oh, Goran, even, sorry. Where's the David? David Goran. Up we go. So, choose a role that staff member who worked here the longest gets the bottom room. Yeah, so that will also just help us figure that out. Let me take the fourth one from every row. Starchild, Inkpot. How do we figure out these? What's you mentioned the Scandalous novel, but you said you threw it out. Right. And then who's staying here? Also. Candles, ink. So we've got, what have we figured out? We've got Lucia Smith and David Goran. Brian Walker. I mean, I'm assuming these are staff. So it's going to be Ada and Brian. And also there's like someone staying in like a weird cubby. No, neither of these had any of the mysterious keys. Let's see. So, don't know. Right, back to the dinner table. Back to the kitchen second. No, not that one. Is it this one about the dinner? Yes. So, alright, so parsley and salad untouched. Cigar. Oh, hold on, because you had a note. So, David was David Goran, so that doesn't help us because David Goran's not here. Where is David Goran actually? That's an interesting question. Brian Walker. You had access to the peptic tonic and the opium. So I don't know what clues I'm seeing for this. That's the dirty book. Oh, hold on. Back down. What did you say? Canvas view room. Okay, so we know now. Lush is up here. Hold on. Which means you are. Is it Ada Baker? Hold on. Yeah. Nope. Back this one. Ada. Nope, not there. Jesus Christ. This one. Ada Baker. You. Am I on this one? I hope I'm on that. Lucia Smith. Which means you are Brian. Brian is Brian Walker? Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm getting away from myself here. Brian Walker. So are you Little Pip? No. Yeah. Ah, no. I thought they had swapped, but no, you are Lucia Smith, because that's your thing about having Lucia Smith. Ada Walker. No, not Ada Walker, Ada Baker. But no. We're not any closer to solving that. Where's the down? Oh, this is the down. So that's definitely David Goran's. Just got the note. Which is that one, yeah. That's the diary. She has the thing for 3 years of service. Remember to take the fourth one from every row. What would that be about? Sure, the beautiful lady sits next to me during the dinner, and I will slip you a shilling from Peter. Note yourself. Ah, but hold on. Aye, so he's got like quarrels about working for him. Who had the book about that? Is that this bottom one? That might be Brian. Brian Walker. Which would then make you Lucia Smith. No. As for that one, I haven't a clue. And whoever this is, I'm assuming it's the person that left those out. Star Child, Candles, fourth one from every row. Fourth what from every row? That's just coats. That's a syringe. Door outside. Alright, so. See if I can piece together who was sitting where. Don't think there's anything of. No, that's just the idol. So you just have money, you just have those, you just have that, you're dead. that. Anything that clues me in on what anyone was having, except that well, we know Peter slipped him money to sit beside Mary. Let's see. Nothing there. So she doesn't eat meat. So she is probably one of these. Could also be that one. Ah, but we know who smokes. We know David Goran smokes. But we haven't seen David Goran. He's not a character. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it is these 5. I presume. I can't figure out. Right, so partially eaten piece of roast, wine, and I'm assuming some sort of brandy. With wine, water, lemonade, I assume, and peptic tonic. Ah, well, we know he drinks the peptic. What was the peptic? The peptic is the cloudy liquid, which was, yeah. So I'm assuming that is that. Wait, someone else have cloudy? Liquid untouched. Okay, so 2 people are having the peptic. Okay. Right. Alright. So I haven't figured this out. Alright, hold on. Unless that's Little Pip. And that. Are we on this one? Is nope. Jesus Christ. And that is Lucia. Seems like mean. Oh, we'll see. No. Okay. It does feel like that bottom one should be you. Because let's see if I miss anything here. Don't see anything super vital there. Down the parasites. Diary. So that would make me think that's Walker, because that's all the stuff about, you know, overthrowing. But then she's the only one that we know specifically has any mention of having worked there for a specific amount of time. Oh, it's Ada Baker. No, actually, I don't think that's right. I'm going to say that one is Little Pip. Probably isn't. Oh, you know what? Because this is like probably sneaky. Isn't it? This is like sneaky. This isn't someone who lives here. Who was threatening you? Not George Bridges, he's not here. Final Vanguard. Stewards. What was Dark Hand? No, that was just from the... What are the masks? Final Vanguard, is that a full name we have? on guard. So again, I say probably not, but you never know. And then Brian Walker. Okay, so now we're still no closer to that. Alright, hold on. Do a hint on the living quarters, because that's what I'm trying to figure out. Contemplate this, dear friend. The quarters you see are for servants only. Someone who is small will sleep in a small bed. Some may have worked for you for more than 3 years. You not ask for something you already have. Book tastes vary, but can be telling. Okay. I don't see any difference in sizes of the beds. That doesn't help me at all. Let's get another one. General suggestion, dear friend. To find out what the victim consumed, you should work out where everyone was sitting. Some do not eat meat, some do not drink alcohol. Some have requested to be seated next to a particular guest. Of course, only the highborn of guests. No servant is welcome at the table. Be reasonable, my friend. Okay. And the means of access. Small question, dear friend. If you have identified the substance that contained the poison, you could consider where it was stored and who could have accessed it. Different locks have different keys. And sometimes one who should not have access to certain keys will still endeavour to procure them. Alright, and just because I'm already here. On a secret in a letter. Imagine this, my friend. Someone might have informed the poisoner in a cryptic manner. If you find someone whose quarters seem suspicious, I invite you to look out for secret codes. The instigator of the murder could have concealed the instructions in an innocent-looking text. That hasn't helped me at all. At all. I don't think I've seen anything that opens with those grey keys. I feel like that one's definitely David Gordon's room, because it's got the note addressed to David. Dear diary, but this has been an ordinary day. Which is the wise. This count. I'll not change the rule that staff member who has worked here the longest gets the bottom room. Do not bother me with such nonsense again. Knife, okay. Love potion. Alright, who is using a love potion? Can't figure out their twig dolls. Maybe Brian? Bigger? No. Alright, let's go back, trace our steps, go through every little piece of evidence again, from the beginning. So, Pip has the cigar. Little Pip, run to the city and grab me some Ashblair tobacco and a bottle of gin. I'll pay you when I'm back. David. But that's... so that's something they pointed out in the hints. The room that I'm saying is David has Ashblair tobacco. But everything else about that room says it's David's. And these don't have anything except that has cigars. I don't know who this Paddington is. I'm assuming they sort of match to the guests in some manner. Not really. Well, so there's 4 coats, which you would assume would be the 4 guests. The one on the right is obviously... what's her face? Mary. And then... okay, well... if we assume that that's Mary, that'll be Lothar. And yeah, is that, I'm assuming, is also a woman's? Don't know. So, green doll we're going to clean there. 2 eggs and a pot of tea each breakfast, no heavy food for dinner. You're responsible for little Pip doing all his errands. Mr. Walker, I'm to open and dress at 7 a.m. I expect to receive my daily newspaper by noon. Miss Baker. I expect all my rooms to be cleaned every day, twice on the days I have visitors. NB. David Gordon's job requires that he may arrive or leave during night. No complaining about this. Okay. That's just her fighting for 3 years of service. That's the note. The dinner party will take place on April 8th. Everything should be ready before noon. Prepare roasted boar. Young Miss Richards appears to not to enjoy meat. Therefore prepare some alternative side dish. Dear Ada, I have to use this letter to share good news. There is no substance to the claims that your late husband used his position to squander church money. The judge has decided to remove all accusations and you will be no longer a target of baseless gossip. Truly and sincerely hope this will provide some comfort in these dark times when ignorance and impudence go hand in hand. My Lord steward over our poor souls, but we don't have a who's that from. And that's down with the parasites. Too long have they feasted on our blood and sweat. And paint. Print paint. In your cupboard we have the diary. This has been an ordinary day, mostly spent in preparation for tomorrow's dinner event. Do believe the time has come for me to ask for a raise in salary after all these years I've loyally worked here. It is a difficult conversation to be had, but I will strengthen my will and talk to Master about it tomorrow. Candles and Hortius the Wise, or Hortius the Wise Slave. Fables about rulers that make you think. Then over here we have Ash Blair Tobacco, set of lockpicks, dagger, pistol, and David, clean up the barn until Wednesday. I plan to continue experimenting with the artifact EC. Then also here, no, not there. Okay, then here is the love potion and the dolls and the instructions. And this one is, I have to take the fourth one from every row. What is that referring to? Star Child, ink pot, and just a bit of money. Then secret codes. I should be doing that with the letters, shouldn't I? Yeah, so let's take a look at the letters, remembering the simple code. So, dear Edmund, this. Okay, so it's not that. I like your right now. Miss Baker, starting date 1787. Okay, so she is like newer. Alright, so let's see. Wait, what did that say? It was first, not outside the Republic. First word of every line. So you old, nope. The you, nope. I think instead secondly small need, nope. Once requisition yourself last, no, okay. So it's not from that. Who else has the letters? I remember gets, nope. Clean, I know. I think that is there for a reason. I there, nope, not that. Why would you have that there if it's not to sort of hint me in? None of these letters work with that code. I can tell. Nope. I visited, I rest, nope, not that one. They're the only two with things. Run, Ash, Jin, no. 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 Ensure that the beautiful okay. Note if remember. Okay, so Now, I haven't found a letter that that works with, but you would assume that's why that book is there. This one has well and truly tripped me up. I still don't know what that means. Fourth one from every row. I member gets wife. Nope. That's just that. That's just. Ah, well, okay, so he will be the peptic tonic that doesn't have the alcohol, which is that one. So that there one also makes sense because it's his house. Is Edmund Cloudsley. Assuming she won't be a smoker, so I'm going to say that is Mary Richards. Peter wanted to sit beside her. Then going to assume with the cigar that's going to be Lothar Batley, which means you are, is it Rose Kubert? It is. You must be, make sure I'm on the right thing. Rose Kubert. Okay, so 2 of your slots are incorrect. So maybe these two swap. Mary Richards, Rose Kubert. Nope, so that's worse. So at least one of those was right. Ah, shit. Edmund Cloudsley, Rose Kubert. Alright, let's see. Are you Peter Batley? Lothar Richards, Mary Richards. No, so that is worse than it was before. Peter Batley, Lothar Richards. Okay. So. Oh. Edmund Cloudsley. There we go. Okay, so we've got the dinner table. The only thing we haven't figured out is this. So, yeah, there's only the 4. 1, 2, 3 plus David. Alright, so let's assume. No, stay on that one. It said there was the hint about, you know, why would someone ask for something if they've already got it? So maybe this isn't David Goran's room. Mr. Smith, we had a Baker, Brown Walker. Stop changing the thing. So then, where's the David? No. Like, we haven't even got close on that one. This is a pickle. Well, what's the main overall thing? So something something wanted something something dead. Therefore something something poisoned the something and hit the necessary key and a something. At the dinner party something something poisoned and died. Right. Okay, well we know Rose Kubert is died and she had the wine. But so did those two. She did have the tonic, and Edmund didn't drink his tonic. Okay, so poisoned the tonic. We know that bit. And we can also say that Rose Kubert and Kubert. But who wanted someone dead? And the fact that they poisoned the tonic would suggest they wanted Edmund dead. So someone wanted Edmund dead, poisoned the tonic, hid the key. Okay, so what key do we need to get to the tonic? the blue key. Which you have. Okay. With the syringe. In A. Did any of these have a blue key? No, we have a grey key. Just the grey key. Been struggling with this one. Did you noticed? Just clear all these out. Alright, so well, we know from the threatening letters that, not Peter, Brotherhood of Masks certainly one of them. George Bridges, also not a fan. And Final Vanguard. All people who would probably want him dead by the signs of their letters. That's just the idol. Fourth one from every row. What the fuck is that even about? I can't figure out these rooms at all. So we know who's been there the longest. Yes, the bottom. Which, since it's the only person that it's mentioned that they've been there any length of time, is Lucia Smith. Correct? And yeah, Lucia. Okay. But then she was looking for candles. She's got candles there. Oh no, yeah. No. That one also has candles. Which would make me think that might be Ada Baker. Is that right name? Hold on, back up. Miss Baker, yeah. Okay. She has the candles. Lucia. She must be in one of the rooms that doesn't have, but then also, because that's, no, that's not the dirty book, but that's got to be David Gore. I know we sort of established that again. He has the, which means you are Walker. And this. Little Pip? No. Final Vanguard? No. But also, yeah, there's a lot of them are still. It's Lucia Smith and Ada Baker, isn't it? It's not Ada Smith and Lucia Baker. Lucia. Oh, it is! Lucia Smith, Ada Baker. No, that's what I got. Okay. Fuck. Let's see. So that's the thing. There's only so many. Those are all the staff, and that is like a crawl space. That's not. Amber Road, per se. Again, I've seen a bunch of these, they lockpicks? No, 'cause that's the lockpicks. Not gonna lie, this one has me a bit stumped. Because like I can't even make a hazard guess to solving just the main mystery. Right, so Brian has the blue and the orange key. Blue keys for the safe, orange keys for the wine and the brandy. You have the blue key and the orange key also, because it's your house. You just have your money, you just have your handkerchief, you just have your usual bits. Well, breathing on face is blotched. You have your stuff plus a fork. We are all hinted out. What's that third one? Or is that just another one down in the kitchen? That's that one, yeah. So that's all of that stuff. Right. Okay, so there's nothing there that helps me. Contemplate this, dear friend. The quarters you see are for servants only. Someone who is small will sleep in a small bed. Some may have worked here for more than 3 years. You do not ask for something you already have. Book tastes vary, but can be very telling. This one I haven't figured. Right. So, like that and that suggests to me that that's Brian Walker, because he has that thing about imagining the Lord that married a donkey. So Brian. Brian. Walker. Just make sure that's his actual name, yes. Now we know who doesn't have candles. You don't have candles. You, I'm assuming, have to be David Gordon. You are without. And that's the dirty book. So you are Lucius Smith. Okay. We've got somewhere. Are you Little Pip? Hooray! Right. Now, with all of that out of the way, I just have to actually solve the fucking case. So I'm going to say Final Vanguard. Wanted Edmund Cloudsy dead. Therefore, who poisoned the tonic? Well, the only person besides him who had access to the tonic is Brian Walker. I had the necessary key in a bag. So the scroll's not filled in correctly. Alright. Could also be George Bridges. Just give me that hint about finding a clue in a letter. I haven't figured out any clues in letters. Run to the city and grab me some Ashmiller tobacco and a bottle of gin. I will pay you when I am back. David. Can't see anything cluish there. I have to use this letter to share good news. There is no substance to the claims that your late husband used his position to squander church money. The judge has decided to remove all accusations and you will no longer a target of baseless gossip. News tells no eye comfort and no. Okay, so it's not that. No longer a target of baseless gossip, I truly and sincerely hope this will provide some comfort in these dark times, and when ignorance and impudence go hand in hand, may our Lord steward over our poor souls. I'm assuming these are just the room keys. The dinner party will take place on April 8. Everything should be ready before noon. Prepare roasted boar. Young Miss Richards appears to enjoy meat. So unless maybe it's like first letter, so T-E-P-Y, so Teppy, that's not a thing. D-I-T-U-H-N-I-C-A-M. Ikam. Tunicum? No, that's not a thing. That's not a letter. There's the other thing, we're very short on letters. Clean I-W. Clean I with. No. Remember to take the fourth one from every row. Okay, so that's our clue for solving the code. It's the fourth either letter or word from every row. In what? We don't know. So 1, 2, 3, 4 change. 1, 2, 3, 4 worked. 1, 2, 3, 4 change. Worked room. 1, 2, 3, 4 change. Worked room again. So it's not that one. Next. That's just that one I already read. One, 2, 3, 4 until 1, 2, 3, 4 experimenting. 1, 2, okay, so it's not that one. It's probably hers. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 this. 1, 2, 3, 4 substance. 1, 2, 3, 4 2. Oh no. 1, 2, 3 use. 1, 2, 3, 4 substance. 1, 2, 3 2. 1, 2, 3 4 remove. 1, 2, 3 4 target. 1, 2, 3 4 sincerely. 1, 2, 3 4 dark. 1, 2, 3 4 hand. 1, 2, 3 4 Stuart. Okay. So dark hand steward wanted Edmund Cloudesley dead. Therefore Ada Baker received in code instructions from Dark Hand Steward to poison Edmund Cloudesley. She used her ability to move freely in the rooms while cleaning and made a copy of the medicine cabinet key. She used a syringe to poison a sealed peptic tonic bottle. However, during the party, Rose asked for tonic and drank it first and died from the poison. Got there in the end. That was a bit of a... Can't see how many chapters there are. No, we can only skip ahead. We'll go for a bit longer anyway. Maybe at least this one. Oh, no, I went back. I'm an idiot. Yeah, this one. The explosive events in the forest cabin. Continue. So, we've got Burkham Workhouse. Burkham Workhouse is written on the cart. And we've got Henchman for Hire in Timberbrook region. Billy Cracker, Oakwood Gang, Brawler, Robber. Oakwood Gang, Brawler, Robber. Hardy Abe, Burkham Workhouse Brawler, has a cart. Little Billy, Hobbs Gang Burglar, enters through chimneys. Jack Niels, Timberbrook Inn Burglar, Picklock. A box of confectionery. And a selection of hat drawings. And that seems to be it for outside. So we've got... the man is breathing but appears to have lost consciousness. I do not care what means you use to acquire what I need, but remember to be discreet as always. Note that I do not want it too decayed. The more recently it has died, the better. EC. One of the old workhouse geezers croaked yesterday. I will arrange for a cart to move the corpse if you send me directions. And be quick before they bury him. I do not want to dig up that stiff. A key. A loaded pistol. 5 shillings, 3 pence. A scarecrow in a wooden coffin. Ooh, interesting. Everyone, you're not to visit any village or city without my permission. At no point may you disclose the location of the cabin. Mr. David Gorin, you're in charge of all security and arms. Miss Lucia Smith, you will taste any food you cook before it is presented to me. Little Pip, you're in charge of Black Bestia and Golden Doubloon. Both must be fed daily. Edmund Cloudsley. Alright. Ah, by the gods, what was that? Gentleman robber strikes in Westbrook. The infamous gentleman robber, Walter Keane, with a number of unnamed associates, held up a coach on the southern road leading out of Westbrook. The scoundrel robbed the passengers of all their valuables, kissed a young lady, then left. This is already the 5th robbery by the infamous gentleman, who, as is his custom, appeared wearing an impeccable suit and a new hat in the latest city style. The reward for catching Walter Keane has been increased to £100. Damn. And then we've got Little Pip. Go, coin, go! Which gives us sword, ring with a ruby, a wrapped piece of confectionery, and a loaded pistol. Which brings us to the next room. Whoa! What the shit? Alright. Broken lock. You're not actually saying anything. A club. Open door. The idol. A small weight is tied to a pulled down lever at the back of the idol. A rotten apple and a green apple. This clue has been added to the finger panel. Okay. Vacuum V1. This simply did not work. After I aimed at the sealed vessel and activated the idol, both air and vessel disappeared. Upon further consideration, it was an obvious mistake. Vacuum V2. Attempted with this input, and it was a definite improvement. It decreased the amount of air, but curiously still did not create a complete vacuum in the sealed vessel. Interesting. Gold filtering. The target must contain some gold for this to work. Seawater is a suitable target, for example. However, a great deal of seawater would be required for this to yield any significant amount. Perhaps I should try it on a ship in an open sea. First step, get gold by aiming at the target. Second step, aim at an empty vessel to retrieve it. Interesting. Unknown effect 14. If the implications of this are what I surmise, this could be a tremendous discovery. The next step is to progress from fruit to some more advanced organic matter. I must ask David to fetch me a dead body for further experiments. This is vitally urgent. Spontaneous combustion. You cannot combust the target if you have not performed the freezing beforehand. Interesting. The speed at which heat is increased appears to be influenced by how strongly I press the trigger and how long I have performed that before it. Freezing. Observation. Freezing the target rapidly can create curious side effects. For instance, I should be careful when freezing water in a sealed bottle. It exploded, and the glass shards flew everywhere. And safety notice. Upon pulling the trigger, if the glyph input is meaningful, the idol will perform the intended action on the target it can see. If it is red, it is ready for that input and will turn blue afterwards. If the eye is blue, you can only perform that input and it will turn red afterwards. Interesting. Alright, which just leaves a couple of these. Shard of Vase. So, I finally have the location of my target. Meet us on November 10th, Friday, in the Timberbrook Inn, and bring all your tools. You can get your share as we agreed. WK. Sell Epics, a saw, and a loaded pistol. And he's got that tattoo. So we've got all the bits. So it's a bump button. So these things do that. Alright, hold on. So currently it is set to R double square blank. Okay. Let's try and figure that out first. So RO is vacuum, R double square is vacuum 2. So I don't understand. Alright, so first and foremost, you are Miss Smith. Alicia Smith. Little Pip. Golden Doubloon? Because he said something about coin, so I'm assuming that's why he nicknamed Golden Doubloon. You are our gentleman. Hold on. What was your name again? No, that's not. It was in your pocket. Walter King. You are Walter King. So, do not care. Oh well, you. I'm assuming are David Goran. You must be Edmund. So then we just need to figure out who the two goons are. So you've just got a club. You've got a bunch of tools and a tattoo. So if we back out. So you are probably going to be Hardy Abe, and you're going to be Jack Niels. I need to back in to see which one of those is which. Okay, you're Jack Niels in the blue. Because you've got all the tools, and you are Hardy Abe because you've got the cart and you're a brawler. So we've got everybody. Oh, we're getting fucking bots today. There we go. Right, so we figured out who everyone is. We'll come back to that in a second. So, what's the point? We're not done here. Oh, I didn't get this stuff. Hold on, let's do a bit more reading. Understand what we need to do here. Combustion and freezing. Alright, so you're going to be heat. Okay, I thought this was looking for two things each. I'm now entirely not sure what this is looking for. So that'll be gold. Air is probably the double squares. Unknown effect, we don't know, but it's going to be something to do with that circle. Gold. What was gold? Oh, we got gold. Gold. I'm assuming maybe something to do with corpse, because that's like. Keep this aside. So they both have the circle. Oh, I know, I figured out this. Okay, so this isn't heat, this is increase. Increased, decreased, heat. Okay, so there's only a couple of those are wrong. too wrong. Okay, so hold on. So that is decrease. As we see it in the vacuum one, and also so like decrease heat, you could assume. That might actually be heat. So we see it on both of those, but then we also see we see it there. Interesting. Let's see. So that's increase and decrease. That's definitely gold. That's air. I think that might be heat. So what is this? Is no. No. Your heat. Your heat. Get back here. Your heat. Ah, there we go. That was matter. Okay. Right. So something needed a something. Something along with accomplices delivered a something upon. Okay, so somebody. I'm gonna assume that's corpse. So Edmund Cloudsley needed a corpse. I will assume, is that going to be David Goran? David Goran. Delivered a coffin. Upon entering, somebody suddenly. So upon entering, I'm going to say Walter Keane suddenly shot David Goran. Meanwhile, Edmund Cloudsley increased the amount of air in a sealed vase when Jack Niels and Hardy Abe entered the room. Vase exploded. Okay, so there's a bunch of shit wrong. I feel like that bottom bit's all correct. So that could be David Goran, because he was sent to look for the corpse. And to Walter Keane delivered a coffin upon entering Walter Keane. Okay, we're back to the other room here a second. Yeah, because Walter Keane definitely shot Goran. And that's his collection of hats and sweets. Alright, so I'm going to put that one back to being Edmund. Because he's the one that needed the corpse. Goran was just the one sent to get it. Walter Keane, along with accomplices, delivered a coffin. Upon entering, Walter Keane suddenly shot David Goran. Meanwhile, yeah, I don't see how this is all wrong, because that's the vase. So increase, is that increase air? Well, yeah, if that's decrease, then that must be increase air. Alright, what are we missing? So, Cloudsley needed a corpse. Walter Keane, along with his accomplices, delivered a coffin. Upon entering, Walter Keane suddenly shot David Goran. Meanwhile, Edmund Cloudsley increased the amount of air in a sealed vase. When Jack Niels and Hardy Abe entered the room, just out of curiosity, just in case. No, it doesn't help. Entered the room, the vase exploded. kill them both. Heat. See those now. Alright. Oh, probably need to check for mistakes. Now we'll do hints. Earn a hint. See, that's the thing. I feel like that's more for solving the other stuff. Okay. Interesting. So somebody else did something to David Goren. So oh, he was, what was he? Was he stabbed or clubbed? 'Cause I forgot he wasn't shot. I'm going to say he was clubbed by our man Abe. Hardy, Abe, clubbed David Goren. Okay, I'm just going to check for that again. Okay, something else exploded, not the air. Probably vase just, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. So, to gain entrance to Edmund Cloudesley's secret forest cabin, gentleman robber Walter Keane pretended to deliver a corpse to Edmund for his experiments. Upon entering the cabin, the robbers ambushed the servants and Edmund locked himself in his study. While the robbers were sawing through the lock, Edmund prepared a trap with the idol that killed 2 of the intruders. Neat. Then, Sir Coroner, the bandits accidentally set off my master's laboratory chemical ingredients. What happened afterwards? I managed to fend the rest of them off, but my master, Lord Edmund Cloudesley, got caught in the blast, which severely disfigured him, and soon afterwards he died. Bless his soul. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna quickly see how many chapters this has. Let's see. What would be the quickest way to figure that out? Case of the Golden Idol. Case of the Golden Idol chapters. Hopefully without spoiling, I just needed to get a number. Okay, so what was this last one actually called? Did we see that right? Oh, that's just that. This was... you're not going to tell me, are you? Okay, the explosive vents in the forest cabin is case 6. There are 11 cases plus an epilogue. So that's us about halfway through Curse of the Golden Idol. So I think that's where we're going to stop for now. And then we'll come back. Yeah, so is that right? I think that seems to be. Yeah. Yes, that all sounds correct. So, we will leave it there. We'll do the back half at a later date. And then we will probably, because I am really enjoying this, we may also do the Spider of Lanka and the Lemurian Vampire. Because why not? So it'll not be like a lengthy series on the channel, but we will be at this for a wee bit. Because, fuck it, detective shit's fun. But that'll do it for now. I will be back later on this evening to begin Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. And then... what else have we got this week? I think we still have a bunch. Yeah, Saturday we're going to do Cult of the Lamb. That'll be a bit later on in the evening than normal. And then we'll wrap up the week with St. Baldur's Gate 3 on Sunday. And then I'll figure out my schedule from there for the following week, as is my way. But thanks for watching now. Hopefully catch you later for Metal Gear Solid 3. If not, I'll see you next time for more Case of the Golden Idol. I think they called it Cursed when I was writing out my schedule. Or some of the other stuff, as I said, Baldur's Gate 3, Cult of the Lamb. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that might be wrapping up soon. Cult of the Lamb, we've still got a ways to go. Actually, we're not super, because like we're on the 3rd of 4 heretics. Then I assume there's going to be like a bigger boss. Because I imagine it's the sort of thing you could probably do endlessly, just running the cult and stuff. But probably once we've done like the main bulk of the actual sort of main story stuff, that'll probably be where that comes to an end. Baldur's Gate 3, we are currently tracking down Orin, and then I imagine it's big fight with Big Brain. Possibly a fight with the Emperor. I can sort of see that coming. But yeah, so it feels like we're nearing the end of Baldur's Gate as well. So we might have some other spaces coming up for other new games, but we'll see. Because I did have a few other ideas before I settled on this. So we might get around to those sooner than I thought. But enough of that. Thanks for watching now. Catch you guys next time. Cheers and goodbye.